So you said you have a routine?
Well, my routine.
Your daily routine?
Well, yeah, it's I go to a meeting in the morning, and then my son takes me downtown. I go
A meeting?
Library, yeah.
Okay, that was kind of meeting.
Yes.
The good ones.
Good ones.
Yeah.
And my son picks me up, takes me down for a cup of coffee, and then I go to the library.
Yep.
Post office, down to the A&P, or what's it called now?
This down here, Grand Union.
And for lunch and people watching. And I go down the dock and check the boats out.
Yeah.
And watch the tide come in and out and read some more.
Now, you were telling me that you don't have a place to live.
That's correct, yeah. I lived on my boat for 7 years, which is in the boatyard down on the Hard down in North Carolina.
Yep.
And for sale, and basically to pay the boatyard bill. And
Well, how much? Let's see if we can find somebody to buy that boat. That would help you, wouldn't it?
That'd be great.
You got a boat that is one of those classic trawlers. What year is it?
1986.
Oh man, it's not even that old.
No, it's all lined with teak in the inside,
Oh my gosh.
fiberglass outside.
All right, and
Good Ford Lehman diesel engine.
really, it's in top shape,
Yep.
ready to go.
Yep.
And you'll take how much for it?
Well, the yard bill plus a little profit, so I can.
Around $25,000.
Yeah.
So you'd be happy with that.
Yes, and it's certainly worth that.
All right. How could people get in contact with you if they wanted to talk to you about it?
Well, I do have a telephone number. It's
Okay.
508
Yep.
332 0342.
Okay.
And that's a cell phone's with me all the time.
Now, man, I can't believe that. You've been here for years and you can't find a place to live.
Yeah, I thought I could, but I found a temporary place this winter, and just the rent went to summertime rents, put me out, and went over to Hyannis. Well, I couldn't find anything over there either.
So what kind of rent can you afford? I mean,
Well, very little. I can afford, $500, $600 a month.
Okay, well that's not terrible.
But it's year round. I thought I'd find something, but it's the old Nantucket shuffle, and everyone's looking for the top dollar for rentals. What I thought I could get for that amount of money is usually generally 3 times that, $1,500.
Now, what did you do in your younger days for a living? You did a lot of different things, didn't you, Peter?
Yeah, I was in advertising. I was executive vice president of Kenny and Eckhart. Then I started my own executive search business in New York and London. Then I moved up to Williamstown, moved the family out of suburbia, and kept an apartment in New York, but moved up to Williamstown, then down here, opened a store in Williamstown and one in Westport, Connecticut, and here in Nantucket.
What kind of store?
That was clothing, Peter England, Nantucket.
Oh, and your son has Peter England
Yes.
right now?
Menswear, and my
Menswear.
daughter has Peter England,
Oh,
women's sweaters, basically.
all right.
And so it's theirs, totally, and just my name.
So, how do you keep yourself together? I mean, you had it going so well, and now things are. You don't even have a place to live out here. I mean, do you have any advice for anybody, or what would you say?
It's hard to know what to say. It's called the Nantucket Shuffle, and I assumed that I would be well enough known and something would open up for me, but I've been gone for 7 years.
That's true. But you lived on that beautiful boat.
Yep.
And you can't live on that anymore?
Well, it's up in the boatyard now, and if I sell it,
Oh, I see.
or
You didn't have enough money to get it?
that's correct.
I
yeah.
see.
I had to get a new propeller
I
and some fiberglass work done on the hull. But it's in great shape, and it's all teak
So
inside.
now, if you did find a place, people could use that number,
Mhm.
right? That you
Yep.
just gave us,
Yep.
and call you if they
Yep.
had a room, right?
Yep.
And that way you wouldn't have to go to the Hyannis or.
Yeah.
I would think that the housing authority here would have something for you that.
Well, they just don't. I talked to Marianne Worth again this morning, and this will be the 29th. And the best she can do, she thinks she can find a place in Hyannis for me. I couldn't find a place there.
She thinks she could.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I've got a couple of rooms that possibly I could rent. I've got some telephone numbers for a night or two. And then commute from Hyannis to see my kids. And yeah.
Well, once you get over this speed bump, do you have any big plans for the fall and winter?
No big plans, no.
Nope.
Enjoy being here with my kids and my granddaughter, and that's one of the reasons I came back from North Carolina. Just wanted to get up here, and this is my home.
Yeah.
And something about home.
Well, Peter, I wish you all the best, and we'll hopefully somebody out there will call.
Well, in Robert Frost, from Death of the Hired Hand, wrote, "Home is where they have to take you in." So perhaps
There you go.
someone read that poem.